Hello and welcome to the Burren. Thank you very much for supporting me, thank you very much for buying the tutorial, that means a lot to me. Yeah, the Burren is a quite fast song, not so easy for beginners, but you can learn it, it's possible to learn it. Will take quite a while due to all these hammer-ons and pull-offs, but it's not a problem at all. The tuning for this song is C, G, A sharp, G, F, C, from low to high, and the capo is placed on 7th fret, covering the high 5 strings here. The lowest string, the 6th string, is open. Okay, C, G, A sharp, G, F, C. And that's how your guitar should sound like. Alright, let's start. Okay, so for the intro part and the first part, we do not need the frets below 7th fret, so this is why I have a close-up from 7th upwards. We start with a quite fast passage where we have some hammer-ons and pull-offs. Let's do it that way. I show you what we're gonna break it down, and then we go into detail. All right. So that's the first part of the intro. I'm going to show you. We start on 9th fret, 3rd string with your index finger, and the first note we play is 5th string open. One time, 5th string open, and then we do a hammer-on and pull-off with the middle finger on 10th fret, 3rd string. Release the middle finger and release the index finger, and that quite fast. Hammer on pull off, middle finger, 10th fret, 3rd string, and then release your index finger fast after the middle finger. What we do then is another pull of the 5th string open and place our ring finger on 11th fret 4th string. 11th fret 4th string, and play it with our right hand index finger. After that 11th fret 4th string, we play the 3rd string open, and after that open, after the 3rd string open, it's the first time we do a strum on maybe the high 4 or 5 strings. Until then. You got that? Okay. What we do then is take our index finger on 9th fret 4th string. Play 5th string open, and then 4-3 with our index finger on 4th string, 9th fret. And after that 5-4-3 here, we do another strum. so far. Got that? 5, 4, 3 and strum. And now there's a little tricky thing. We do on 5th string, 10th fret 5th string and 9th fret 5th string. We play 10th fret 5th string, 9th fret 5th string, do a strum, and then we play it open. And that's where the whole thing starts from the beginning. So the second part of the intro I want to show you, it's quite the same, like the thing you learned now, but when you go down on 9th fret 4th string, you're not just playing 5, 4, 3 like before. You're playing the same hammer on and pull-off thing you played before in the first notes you were playing. But in this case with index finger on 9th fret 4th string and hammer on pull-off your ring finger on 11th fret 4th string. Right? Until now it's the same. You're doing the high pull-offs, 5th string open, ring finger on 11th fret 4th string, playing 4-3, the strum, then the 5th string open, place your index finger on 9th fret 4th string, and doing a hammer on, playing the 4th string with your index finger on 9th fret 4th string, doing a hammer on with your ring finger on 11th fret 4th string, pulling it off and pulling off your index finger. And after that series of pull-offs, you do a strum, and then you do the same like before, 5th string, 10th fret and 9th fret. Alright? And after that strum, the second time you had this playthrough, after that strum, you're not playing the 5th string open, but the 6th string open, because now it's going into right? So let's play this thing one time together. Until now. Okay. And now there's this deeper part that's quite simple. We're playing the 6th open. That was the last note. And now we're placing one of our fingers on 12th fret 5th string. Plucking that string, the 5th string. Doing a slight strumming. And this has to be very, very slightly, because otherwise your strings would get noisy, and that's a bad sound. 6, 5 strum, then change our finger to 10th fret 5th string, and now it's while changing again we play the 6th string open. And then we play 5-4 strum, change down to move down to 9th fret, while moving down playing the 6th open again, and 5-4 strum, right? And now we play middle finger on 5th string, 10th fret, and doing some pull-offs again. Playing the 5th string, pull off with your middle finger, pull off with your index finger. Right? Middle finger, pull off, index finger, pull off, and a slide strum. Right? And then we repeat that. But in this case, we're not doing a pull off with our middle finger from 10th fret and then pulling off the index finger. In this case, we're doing a hammer on 10th fret, 5th string with our middle finger. And that's where we start the whole thing from the beginning. Right? You can vary these hammer on and pull off thing up here however you want to. That doesn't make much of a difference. And that complete thing was the first half of the intro. Now that we have the first part of the intro, let's do the second part. I'll play it once and then I'll break it down. Okay, we start like before on 9th fret, 3rd string, playing the 5th open, doing a hammer on and pull off thing on 9th and 10th fret, like before, playing the 5th open again, placing our ring finger on 11th fret, 4th string, playing 4-3 strum, then playing the 5th open, and now there's the variation to the first part of the intro. We take our middle finger on 9th fret, 2nd string, playing the 2nd string, sliding up the middle finger from 9th to 12th fret. Now placing our ring finger on 1st string, 12th fret. Oh. And playing the 1st string. Now we can release our middle finger and place our index finger on 9th fret, 1st string, and play 9th fret, 1st string, and when we play that, we do a pull-off. That's the way it should sound. Okay? Slide up from 9th to 12th on 2nd string, then pushing down our ring finger on 12th fret, 1st string, playing it, putting our index finger on 9th fret, 1st string, releasing the ring finger without a pull-off, just releasing it, and then playing the 1st string with our index finger on 9th fret and playing a pull-off. So that's the whole thing. Right? So it doesn't matter if you use your ring finger or your middle finger up there, doesn't matter. The main thing is that you play the right notes. But that's exactly the way Ben Howard plays it in this video. Sliding up middle finger, taking the ring finger for the first string, and then the index finger, and then the pull off. Alright. And when releasing the ring finger, the index finger from 9th fret first string, simultaneously we do a strum down. And then we play the 5th open again and start the whole thing from the beginning. Alright, so far. And now there's the second variation. This is this hammer-on pull-off thing on 12th and 14th fret. We play the same thing like before until we are on 11th fret 1st string. Then we play the 5th open, place our index finger on 12th fret, plug 1st and 2nd string. These are the two strings we hold down with our index finger. Plug them, play a hammer on with our ring finger on 14th fret on 1st and 2nd string, right? And when releasing our both fingers, we play a strumming of the high 3 or 4 strings with our right hand. And that's repeated 2 times. 5th open, then playing this hammer on, strum, 5th open, hammer on, strum. And after that second strum, you play the 6th open, and now we get back into that what we learned in the first part of the intro. But this time, when we play it the second time, we're not doing any hammer-on or pull-off thing with our middle finger. We stay on the 9th fret 5th string. Play this several times until we start with a 5th string open again for the intro, for the verse part. And this 5th string open is played directly after a strum. And that's where the verse starts. The verse actually consists of the same parts like the intro does. Only the structure is a little bit different. So Ben Howard is playing the first thing you learned in the intro most of the time. That's that thing. That's what he plays most of the time. 2 times this shape, then he plays that alright? That's what you learned in the intro. And you can vary between hammer-ons and pull-offs on 10th fret with your middle finger, whatever you like best. After he played that, he plays the first shape again. Yeah, he plays that shape again one time, and then he plays the shape with that slide up on 2nd fret, like you learned in the intro, right? Also with the strumming when pulling off the first string, and then goes down to that and this whole part is repeated 2 times for the first verse, which means 2 times the first shape you learned, then this thing on 5th fret and 5th fret, excuse me, on 5th string, playing and there you can vary between whatever you want, hammer on or pull off with your middle finger, that's up to you. Okay, 2 times the shape, then this part I showed you, and then 1 time the shape you learned, the first shape you learned, and the second time he plays, he's doing that higher thing here with the slide up and slide up on second string to 12th fret, playing first string with a pull off and that strum down when pulling off, and this whole thing is repeated 2 times. After the first time he played that, there's again this this thing in between, and then the whole thing starts from the beginning. Again, 3 times that regular shape, and the last time he plays it, he's doing that slide up and that pull off on first string with the strum. And let's play this 1 time through, and then we can directly proceed to the chorus. Alright, and the last time he plays this thing down here, he doesn't play that hammer on pull off thing with his middle finger or whatever you want to play. He sticks to the 5th string on 9th fret, and after that strum he does that several times. He takes his middle finger and ring finger on 10th fret, the low 2 strings, 5th and 6th string, and plays 6, 5, 4 together. Right? And that's where the first verse ends and the first chorus begins. Okay, let's do the chorus. We ended up on 10th fret, low 2 strings. Right? Let the notes ring a little bit, And now I'll play the chorus once and then I'll break it down for you. Okay, we're moving between three shapes in this case. The first one is 2nd fret 6th string. The second is 9th fret 5th string. And the third shape is 10th fret low 2 strings, 5th and 6th string. So, about the time, we're playing one time the first shape, one time the second shape, and 2 times the third shape. And then the thing starts from the beginning. Now, about the picking pattern, or the strumming pattern, or however you want to call it, play the 6th string and with your thumb, and then you take your index, middle and ring finger and play the 2nd, 3rd and 4th string together. Alright? Then you strum. And after that strum, you play the 6th string again. You got that? And after that, second time you play the 6th string. You pluck the 1st string and you pluck the 3rd string one after another. And then you strum. That's quite simple. So that's basically the whole thing you do. And this is one playthrough. And to get to another shape, you play the 6th string again. And then you change to the shape on 9th fret, 5th string. And now the only difference to the first shape is that you pluck the 5th string instead of the 6th string. But the whole thing is exactly the same. Instead of playing the 6th string, you play the 5th string. The plugging of 1st and 3rd string stays the same. The plugging of 2, 3 and 4 stays the same, and the strumming. The only difference is your thumb playing the 5th string instead of the 6th string. And now we change our shape to 10th fret low 2 strings. And now we're playing the 6th string again with the thumb. Exactly the same like before. Okay, so we start with 2nd fret, playing 6th string. As last note we play the 6th string again, and then we change to the 2nd shape, and the first thing we do is plucking the 5th string. And as last note we pluck the 5th string again. And now we change our shape to the 3rd to 10th fret, low 2 strings. And the first thing we do is plucking the 10th fret, the 6th string on 10th fret. Now the only difference here regarding the other two shapes is that we play this shape twice as long. And the last thing we play is again the 6th string. And then we change to our first shape again. Yeah, every time we play this and start this thing again, we have to play 2 bass notes. The last one and the first one of the other shape, that's 2 bass notes when we change this. When we don't change the shape, because we're on 10th fret for example and playing this twice as long, there are 2 bass notes in between. Right? But your right hand is always playing the same, exactly the same. Doesn't matter on which fret you are. The only difference is the 9th fret with the 5th string instead of the 6th string bass note. But that's the whole thing. So when we're playing the chorus, we're playing this thing 2 times. And now we're staying a little bit longer on the 10th fret. And then we start the whole thing from the beginning. Until the chorus ends. And it ends with a double bass note on 6th string. Let it ring. And that's where, yeah, I called it a little bridge is played, but that's very, very simple. So let's take a look at that. The bridge. The bridge, yeah, that's very, very simple. Where we ended up here from the chorus, and then we play 5th string open, then we play 6th and 5th, but 5th is on 12th fret with the ring finger. Then we go down to 10th fret 5th string, 9th fret 5th string, doing a strum, and then the whole thing starts again with the next verse, and so on. Okay, so open 5th, then hold down the 5th with your ring finger on 12th fret, 6th, 5th, 5th on 10th fret, 5th on 9th fret, strum. And that's the whole thing about the bridge. In the video you see Ben Howard putting his index finger on 9th fret 4th string, but I think this is a little bit misleading because he's not playing that note. I think he's just holding the string to mute it, so it doesn't give a sound when he's playing that 5th string open. Yeah, that's all. Okay. Alright, and then into the verse. Okay, the second verse consists of all the things you've already learned, only the structure is a little little bit different compared to the first verse. What you play is the regular thing, then a variation, the first variation you learned with that slide up, then you play this little tune down there, and then you play 2 times the regular shape, and then you play 1 time the regular shape, the first thing you learned, and the second variation. And you end up on 10th fret, low 2 strings again. And that's all that's played in the second verse. And now we get to the second chorus. The last chorus of the song is, the first half of the last chorus of the song is the same like the first chorus. So it's exactly the first chorus, and then this thing is varied a little bit. The basic thing about 2nd fret, 6th string, 9th fret, 5th string, and 10th fret, the low 2 strings, stays the same. But now Ben Howard changes the way he plays a little bit. He plays the first shape, then moves up to 9th fret, 5th string, and then he's holding down the first string on 9th fret with his ring finger, right? The picking pattern and the strumming is exactly the same. That's not varied at all, it's exactly the same. And then, when moving up to 10th fret, low 2 strings, he changes the way he grabs them. He uses his thumb now, and then he plays which means he uses his pinky, his little finger, to hold down the first string on 12th fret, and then changes to first string on 9th fret with his index finger, and then he plays a pull-off with his pinky on 12th fret, 3rd string. You might have to practice a little bit, holding down the low 2 strings all the time with his thumb. And that in combination, and he plays that till the end of the second chorus, ending up on this shape, 10th fret, low 2 strings, but the last time he plays it, he doesn't play the high notes with his pinky and his index finger. Plays that several times, still the same picking pattern with the right hand. And ends up on a double with the 6th string. And that's where the outro starts. The outro is quite simple to play. The basic shapes are from the chorus, the same. Second fret 6th string, 9th fret 5th string, and 10th fret the low 2 strings. He starts the outro with 2nd fret 6th string directly to 10th fret low 2 strings, and from then on, when he starts again on 2nd fret, he plays all 3 shapes: 2nd, 9th, 10th. Now to the strumming. This is very simple, only downstrokes, quite fast but only downstrokes. The first time he plays it all, he plays it palm muted, which means your palm from your right hand here covers the strings near the bridge and kind of mutes them. And then after playing it 2 or 3 times, he slightly releases his palm from the strings, so the sound gets clearer, and he starts to strum the strings a little bit harder. What he's doing is he strums only the low 3 strings. He's not strumming all the strings, but the low 3 strings. Right? All the time. And then, after playing these shapes several times, he changes the shapes. He slides up to 14th fret, low 2 strings, down to 12th fret, low 2 strings, and then down to 10th fret, low 2 strings. And the last note of the song is a single strum down on the 10th fret, low 2 strings. So that's basically the outro. There's some little variation in between there. When playing the last part, when he's down on the 10th fret, low 2 strings, it seems like he's holding down the 3rd string on 10th fret and strumming the low 4 strings. Yeah, but that's up to you. That's just a little tiny variation. That's the whole song, The Burren. I hope I helped you. You could learn the song. In my opinion, it's very much fun to play. And if you could do me a favor, if you found this tutorial helpful and worth its money, just click on my YouTube video to this tutorial and leave a comment about your experiences, about if it was worth the money so other people can see it. And yeah, next tutorial is already in work. Have fun guys, see you soon.